I am tired of seeing big corporations exploit the land that has once sustained life. The earth has given birth to all of us, and now we are destroying it slowly, bleeding it of its natural resources.
You say justice, social!
I'm from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, which is the province where the tar sands are. It's strongly affecting the First Nations communities that live near the tar sands, and it's affecting immigrants and refugees who have to find jobs where they can. It's really impacting the First Nations way of life and how they live off the land.
It's important to remember that this is not our land and this is not our planet being destroyed. And we have to be reminded that before us, Indigenous people were the ones who were here. And we have to be reminded that in order for harmony to exist, respect has to be always present.
Stewards. You're supposed to take care of this beautiful planet.
Yes! Well, they don't. Look at it. It's just going...
Yeah.
The weather change. You don't know what the weather gonna be no more.
Don't tell me that it's alright. I know the truth inside. But don't tell me about oversight. I know the truth you hide. Well, this year it's a beautiful place. This year it's my only.
Years ago, my husband and I caught on to the new timelines for the climate crisis. No matter how small one's carbon footprint, if we were not out there in the street sounding the alarm, we were not answering the call that our conscience was screaming for us to respond to. We live in the Midwest, in Missouri. There was no corn, there was no birds, there was no bugs, it was dead. It was just wrong. We went to bed in tears, and the next day we were pacing our house, pacing. What are we going to do? We got to do something. We decided that day that we would start walking, and we started to build these carts that we pull so that we could do something with our children. And then and I was pregnant at the time, 5 weeks pregnant. So we did a lot of preliminary walking, trying to figure out how to do it with donkeys at first, and it was a lot of work, a lot of responsibility. We ended up re-envisioning our project a few times and adopting that baby to another family before and getting my tubes tied. We ended up walking 500 miles north through Iowa to Duluth, Minnesota. We were walking, so people said, "Hey, you ever heard of the Great March for Climate Action? We know a guy named Ed, he's organizing this march." So that's how we found out about his. We thought it would be incredible to march with other people. We had envisioned in the first place that people would join us, that the people who were alarmed would say, "Yeah, let's do it." And we knew that there were people, but it was a little bit of it. Even just a year or two ago, it was a different era. A lot of our friends said they were interested, but they just couldn't make it happen to join us. So we thought it would be incredible to join a march where there was somebody else cooking, places where we would give presentations, bathrooms.
It's been quite the journey, man, but now that I'm here, I understand this is a new chapter of my life, a new chapter of the movement, and it still carries on, that it doesn't end here, that we aren't the movement, but we're a part of it. And it's hard, it's very easy to forget that when you're consumed with this community, because, God, there's so much love and so much support. And when you get out of that, you realize that there's still a lot of fighting to do. And there's a lot of people to convince, which is disturbing.
The walk was incredible. Hard work, lots of love, lots of connecting to nature, to each other, to the people and the communities and the places. And it's a global issue, and I feel the global effect, and I feel the weight of the world and of future generations, and yet we're localizing this. We're going through communities, we're meeting individuals, making these personal connections, and it's making it all worth it, and it's making it mean so much. Because I can look at those people and I can say, I know you, I care for you, I will do this for you. Feels good. We are the marchers!
Finishing the march with these fearless marchers from across the country.
Get a job, go to church, find a mate, hope it works. You save
You
big.
guys did it! You did it!
Who's the better dancer on that? Who's the better dancer show? And which team gonna bring the trophy home?
We're going to do our ritual crossing. This is our last, it's not actually a state, but we will start out. We will all point back west, and we will go through the states one by one. California, Arizona, and then at the very last moment before we say D.C., we'll all turn and point and say Washington, D.C., and then we'll march forward. California, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, Nebraska, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Washington, we made it! Give yourselves a pat on the back! We made it!
I feel so unstoppable. We made it. We made it. Another world is possible. We are unstoppable. Another world is possible. We are unstoppable. Another world is possible.
Okay, watch the skate.
This is what democracy looks like. 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 This is what democracy looks like.
It's hot out here. There's too much carbon in the atmosphere.
I am just learning about all of this stuff. I feel like a fire's been set inside of me, and I'm ready.
This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
Keep money, can't make oil. Don't put that in the water 'cause it will spoil. This moment I feel hot. My coat is pinned under my elbow pads, and I don't have enough free hands to wrestle with them right now. So I'm just immersing in the Houston weather, indoor my clothes.
Find who I am in this movement and what I need to do, and I feel very ready to go out and take some really serious action and tear it down. So I'm pretty pumped right now, and yeah, I'll miss everybody, but this is really what a gift.
we're at our destination, but I'm thinking about the journey, all the people that I've met, everything that I've learned, and what that all means. It's pretty remarkable. Well, we're staying in D.C. for a week. We've got some actions to do. We've got a lot of work to do, and that's the next chapter, is continuing on, keeping those footsteps in defense of Mother Earth.
I would like you to all say, we made it. Thank you. And I want to show you what was given to us that I have carried across America. Oh shit, here come the tears. Yeah! I bring a Navajo stone from the elders of the Navajo Pueblo who said, take this to Washington and tell them they need to protect our sacred lands all over the world. And I bring an eagle feather from the Zuni Pueblo with a similar message. We must work together.
Homer, Alaska, and I see climate change happening every day. And Washington, D.C. doesn't see climate action happening every day, but today they do. A couple of years ago, there was a man who had an idea. That idea was to convene a coast-to-coast climate march for climate action. His name is Ed Fallon.
Hey, this is really surreal, maybe is the word that comes to mind. I'm walking down the streets of Washington, D.C., and I suddenly feel like I'm still walking down the streets of L.A. Something about this climate march just time warps. It does some strange things, and it goes fast, it goes slow, it becomes meaningless. We know that, though, when it comes to this issue, time is not meaningless, and we have time not on our side.
Unite against ISIS! Unite! Unite! Unite against ISIS!
For those who are not here, for those at Seneca Lake and Cove Point, for the indigenous communities, for the farmers, for the people we've met, for those who have died and will die. But we also know that we are currently reliant on these fossil fuels. We need them to eat right now. So we need everyone to learn how to get off of these, including the police, including the members of FERC. We're including us. We come with an act of love for the people we've met and people who've been hurt. But the colonizers have also been colonized by this same godless, soulless system, psychopathic. But the humans are like you and I. They're our brothers and sisters. So may we activate ourselves with love and shut FERC down!
Does anybody on Team Blockadia have questions or concerns right now?
Don't tell me that it's alright.
I don't think I need to tell you about folks who are hurting bad. Seems all you gotta do is look around. I've seen them, and you know these folks are tough, but they've had quite enough, and they're all crying out, do you get it now? Do you get it now that I'm at your front door? Do you get it now that I've brought a few more? I'm not asking for some kind of handout. I'm asking, do you get it now?
Don't tell me that it's alright. I know the truth inside, but don't tell me about oversight. I know the truth you heard. Well, this year it's a beautiful place. This year it's my only home. No time to make mistakes. No time to get it wrong. I don't want your poison. I don't want your money.
Bird destroys families.
I don't want your future.
Bird destroys families. Bird destroys town.
Bird destroys families. Bird destroys town. Bird destroys town. Bird destroys town. Police violence here. Police violence.
Stay strong.
Bird families. Bird destroys town. Bird destroys town. They're threatening tasers. Shut Bird down. Shut Bird down.
Bird doesn't work. Bird doesn't work. Bird.
Most folks earn depends on what they learn. Maybe on how well they keep costs down or something. But the folks who got it made, they decide what they get paid. And surprise, surprise, do you get it now? Do you get it now that I'm at your front door? Do you get it now that I brought a few more? I'm not asking for some kind of handout. I'm asking, do you get it now?
Bird destroys town. Shut Bird down. No more Bird. No more Bird. Bird doesn't work.
You're in violation of DC code for obstructing passage. This is your second warning.
We're here for the people. We're here for you. No more
Shut Bird down.
Come on, don't you feel guilty about this? Come on.
Hey, this
You're
is their,
feeling guilty. I know you are.
this was their choice.
I know you're guilty.
You know what? They could have demonstrated without getting us.
No, the arrest is important. I mean, the blocking is important. Well, shut them down. Every day they're doing this. The reason we're having practice because of that. We gotta stop them.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Peter.
Farming Hills. Farming Hills.
Shut Bird down. Shut Bird down.
Families. Have you given them a warning? Have you given these people a warning? These people were not here. These people were not here for the warning. Wait a minute. He has not gotten the warning. Work has not gotten the warning. You have 5 minutes. First warning. He has not been given a warning. They're violating their own rules. They're violating their own rules here. No warning. Shut Bird down. Shut Bird down. No more business as usual. People over profit. Over profit. People over profit. People over profit. People over profit. People over profit. Shut Bird down. Shut Bird down. Shut Bird down.
Come down here with us. Come join us. Paddle, paddle. Paddle, paddle for the earth. Love your mother. One, we are the people too. You can't ignore us. Three, we will not let you burn Earth, planet. One, we are the people too. You can't ignore us. Three, we will not let you burn Earth, planet. One, we are the people too. You can't ignore us. Three, we will not let you burn Earth, planet. One, we are the people too. You can't ignore the free. We will not let you vote this planet. We can't ignore. We will not let you vote this planet. We are the people. We can't ignore. We will not let you vote this planet.
By you getting in front of people, you're blocking their passage. You will go to jail.
Your job is hurting us.
Burke destroys families. Burke destroys towns. 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 Burke destroys families. Burke destroys towns.
Let it go.
I didn't do anything. Take my money, take my phone, take all the stuff. Can you put it in envelope because it's not even mine, it's from somebody to go.
You have like an email?
I've told you 4 or 5 times. Once you start blocking past me, you're going to go.
Showed me on the sidewalk.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kat. Kat, what happened?
Thank you, Kat.
Don't speak. It's okay. It's okay, Kat. It's okay, Kat. We love you. We love you, Kat. This is all on footage.
Hey, Kat, why are you being arrested?
Yeah. I did not do anything.
This is when I'm arresting. When you're in cars,
Yes, it was.
Kat, we love you.
The streets with justice, we are freedom bound. We are country, but we can't turn around.
We'll bump the streets with
Justice, we are freedom bound.
Destroy families. Destroy towns. Shanford town. Shanford town. So now more power. Now more power. Now more power. No more power. No more power.
Yeah, Mark.
They walked from LA for your children.
Back it up, people. Back it up. Back it up.
Clear the driveway. You will be arrested. Let's go. Doesn't care about the planet. Burke doesn't care about your planet. Look what they're doing. Look at the planet.
Shut Burke down! Shut Burke down! Shut Burke down!
We were just trying to feed them. But one of them was hungry, and just as we got the message, they were coming in, and there was like a little muffin stuff.
We are all
So amazing!
so amazing.
Be proud!
Your third and final warning to disperse, you'll be subject to arrest. All right, everybody stand back. Before being arrested, stand back.
For a public radio station to be spinning the gas industry's message to radio stations as if it's fact.
So for the last several months, about the last 9 months, we think, NPR has been accepting a big corporate sponsorship from the American Natural Gas Alliance, which is the trade association. ANGA is the trade association for all the companies that do fracking and compressor stations, all the infrastructure that we've been fighting and protesting down at FERC. And in exchange for the corporate sponsorship, you often will hear NPR hosts like Steve Inskeep or Melissa Block or Audie Cornish, those kind of folks, say these like really nice statements about natural gas. Natural gas, it's super clean for UPS. Natural gas, it's helping Georgia power plants be better. And then they always end with the statement to think about it. And you go to the website thinkaboutit.org. These statements are blatantly false. They're very misleading. Several of them are taken wildly out of context. One of them talks about the benefits to a local farmer in Pennsylvania who later had his water poisoned by fracking. You've been getting arrested all weekend. I know. That's why we want to know. Are we going to continue arresting today?
If it's not illegal, we don't want to do it.
Yes, it's a little bit illegal. Great. So we're going to broadcast a very low-power FM radio signal from here, and we're going to interview a bunch of you guys because NPR so far has covered none of the action at FERC. They did cover the Denton, Texas ban on fracking, so good on them for that. They did cover the fact that dropping oil prices are making fracking less profitable. They thought that was the big news about fracking for the week. And they've covered nothing else about FERC or about fracking. What have we got going on?
We're going to do just a short, we're going to be right here. We're going to talk for a little bit. And then we're going to go. That's it.
Nobody's looking to get arrested?
No arrests.
Not this time.
No arrests. We're not going into the building.
We're hoping we might
right
get to talk to somebody at NPR, but who knows?
Okay.
All
arrested out for today. We'll let you carry on.
Shut it down! And if we don't get it, shut it down! And if we don't get it, shut it down! Yeah, answer!
Issue warnings now. You'll violate DC code by blocking their entrance. This is your first warning.
The people are rising. No more compromise.
Grab your own hand. I explained to them to grab your own hand. You'll be stronger.
We will not let you fret. Planet one. We are the people two. We are united three. We will not let you fret our planet. This is what democracy looks like.
I'm here to blockade FERC. It's rubber stamping pipelines that are destroying our planet and continuing climate change. I'm from Napa, California, but I'm a part of Hampshire College.
We are trying to tell FERC that they can't go on with business as usual. This has got to change. FERC has got to change. It's got to have policies to protect the earth and protect the people and creatures who live on this planet. I mean, this shows how important this movement is to young people, that they're willing to drive 8 hours to come and be arrested, and to show their commitment and determination to have a livable planet.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is your final warning. If you do not want to get arrested, get up and clear it now, or you will be subject to arrest. Okay, arrest team.
Climate justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Climate justice. When do we want it? Now. Climate justice. When do we want it? Now. Climate justice. Climate justice. When do we want climate justice?
There will be no drama.
All right. There's no resisting.
Okay, don't resist. Just let go. You decided you made a choice to get arrested.
What do we want? Climate justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Climate justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Climate justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Climate justice. When do we want it? What do we want?
part of the roadway. If you're on the roadway, it's south of it. Roadway is from shoulder to shoulder. All right, sidewalk is not considered.
Right, but that's not nice uniform.
Go, point.
At my college, Keene University, I'm working on the groundwork for an environmental impact statement on the Pilgrim Pipeline, which is the proposed pipeline that will go from Albany, New York to Linden, New Jersey, carrying back and shale oil, which is fracked from North Dakota.
Because every place when people were suffering.
Yeah.
People were on the front lines of climate change.
Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? It's nuts.
Nuts.
It's just absolutely nuts. We have the technology. You know, we have wind. We have sun. You know,
enough of it.
You know what's a solar spill? You know, a sunny day.
Well, we lived in Muncie already, and when we wanted a house, we wanted somewhere in a really peaceful community with lots of nature, lots of outdoors. We wanted to live near the bay. We have beach access in our neighborhood, so we can go and enjoy the beautiful beaches. So Dominion coming here would just ruin our community. It would ruin our homes. It would ruin our whole environment, our neighborhood. They come and ruin our neighborhood. How would we ever move anyway? Who's going to want to buy our house? It's next to an LNG plant.
I think it's going to be insanely destructive. It's going to destroy the way of life for people who live in Calvert County, and it's going to have horrible ripple effects for people all over Maryland and throughout the Marcellus Shale region. So the Mid-Atlantic is just going to suffer irreparably from what's happening here.
Yes, well, we all feel the same way. It's just going to ruin our community. I've got 2 children, and I love that they can be outside and go around our neighborhood and go down to the beach. It's not going to be safe for them with the pollution and everything else. It's ruining their childhood.
Okay, this is the second warning for her and the first warning for the rest of them.
Did you take this sign, Pocky?
You was trying to leave, you left him under this tape.
What? I didn't even know the tape was there.
But don't tell me about oversight. I know the truth you heard. This here is a beautiful place. This here is my only home. No time to make mistakes. No time to get it wrong. I don't want your poison. I don't want your money and cream. I don't want your future. I want
Okay.
We'll deal with the yellow tape.
That's what happened. I did. We'll deal with it.
Yes, everybody has 3 warnings. I hear you all the time saying that. Bullshit. I'm watching the whole thing here. I know he's lying.
Last warning. If you out of this person now, you're going to be arrested. You going to move?
Yeah, I'll give us hair.
Are you going to move? You're under arrest.
Justice for Earth! Stop the war!
Stop getting in
Give me my Constitution! That's time! That's the time!
Y'all got the plan.
I got
How many miles did you come? Part of the Ohio line.
What is that? That's at least,
But you know what? They already know
that because they have a freaking dossier on me.
How do we get one on you?
Well, you do. You want to see it?
Yeah, I want to see it. I don't know anything about it.
Not a problem. I'll show it to you.
Department of Homeland Security, the FBI, the Pennsylvania State Police.
So you one of them high-level troublemakers.
Oh, I am high level, man. I'm a freaking eco-terrorist, folks. You're looking at it. There, that 61, hell of a limp. I'm an eco-terrorist, and I'm damn proud of it.
You ain't got to show it to me, I believe it.
Oh, I want to show it to you. I just have to find my phone.
I'll see it later. I'm quite sure we'll meet again at the finale.
I'm quite sure. Several times. I'm a troublemaker.
The U.S. military is the biggest consumer of fossil fuels in the world. It's massive. The fracked gas that is going to be exported through all these export terminals that FERC is going to rubber stamp, not all of it, but some of it, is to threaten Russian gas exports to Europe. So everything is weaponized, everything is militarized, and so many of my friends are here today, Veterans for Peace folks, National Campaign for Nonviolent Resistance folks, to say that the climate effort and the anti-war effort, the anti-military effort, the anti-militarism of police effort, we all know that these things are all linked. They're so close together.
International, global, corporate coup, because it gives the corporations more power than our own countries have. They have their own court outside of our legal system that makes decisions for us that we can't appeal, that we can't change. So when we pass a law in our community to protect our water, to protect our workers, to protect our health, they can sue us and change that law.
El Salvador right now, OceanaGold, formerly Pacific Rim, is suing because they were denied mining permits after popular resistance and people's movements kicked them out. And there are just millions more examples of these terrible situations in which communities have fought for their rights and corporations have ended up suing for millions of dollars as a result. Another thing that big trade agreements like these could do is remove the Department of Energy, who we don't have much faith in to begin with, ability to deny the export of fracked gas.
Don't fast track this train wreck.
So anyone who's a member of the free trade agreements, any country, automatic approval for the export of fracked gas, which could exponentially increase fracked gas coming out of the U.S.
All of the above energy policy adopted by the Democrats is killing families. We're here at the Democratic National Headquarters on the day before the election because the Democrats are not acting on the climate crisis. They're more and more being corrupted by the oil and gas industry. We see this at the state level. We see this at the federal level. They're selling out our health. They're selling out our planet, our children's future for money from big oil and big gas. And we're here today to tell them that they're not going to continue to get away with that. Hi, everyone. My name is Faith. I walked from New Mexico to the Ohio-Pennsylvania border, and I would have liked to have walked 2,000 miles from New Mexico to D.C., but when I reached the Ohio-Pennsylvania border, I realized I had to go home. And I went home early because the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, which we shut down today for a birthday, they approved the methane storage project part of the Seneca Lake gas storage facility. And the company that is running that facility is from Texas. And they want to store methane and liquefied petroleum gas in the salt caverns beneath the western shore of Seneca Lake, which are not designed for that type of storage. Yes. And they're very unstable, and it puts the Finger Lake community at risk.
My name is Sean, and I just got done with my march across country. Thank you very much for coming. I
the little things really drive me nuts. But we had the mayor of Gary, Indiana, come visit us one morning. She visited us about 6 o'clock in the morning. It was pouring out. Her and her husband came inside the building to come say hello, meet with our mayor, and they left their car running. And that drove me crazy. So I went in, I turned her car off, and I left a note saying thank you for your support, but we need to turn off fossil fuels. It is absurd how can we expect them to take care of us and our air and our land and our water if they can't turn their car off for 2 seconds? Drives me crazy.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
What? Listen, the planet is at stake. These people, we are all serious about this. We just had the most recent report from the UN. The time is now. You are really putting, and I'm saying when I say you, the Democratic Party is complicit in putting the climate at risk, our communities at risk.
And the future of the planet.
And we are serious about this. Now, we know the reason why you're doing this because too many Democrats are in bed with the industry, the oil and gas industry and the nuclear industry. So we want to present to you these pillows that are designed for some of your worst climate criminals.
This is for you.
The chairman of the Energy Committee, Mary Landrieu. This is for you to pass on to your leading candidate, Hillary Clinton, the fracker-in-chief.
We don't know if she's going to be again, but
Your leading candidate, John Hickenlooper, who's ignored votes in Colorado that want fracking out of their community. He's ignored them. He's overturned them and forced, fracking when they say no fracking. That one's for you. We have one more, I think, don't we?
Yeah.
Here's the last one.
There it is.
Thank you for taking them. Thank you.
And we have Andrew Cuomo. Boy, he's been a headache, hasn't he, for your party? What's going on in New York? His administration is forcing the editing of documents to try to hide the damage caused by fracking. He's quietly pushing forward fracking while saying there's a moratorium. Fracking is unacceptable. We do not want any more oil, gas infrastructure.
It's a hard thing when humanity has to simply fight for humanity. It's a hard thing when you're outside a building that's called the Department of Justice and you can find no justice.
Lots of police, no justice.
It's hard when in this country of ours, the government should be afraid of the people, but instead, the people are instead afraid of the government.
Yeah.
We recognize that if you're a country that can't treat its planet correctly, then they can't treat its people correctly either. Those two things go hand in hand. This entity is our Department of Justice. Individuals work for the people. They're not here to police the people. They're not here to control the people. They're here to protect the people. That is their only job. It's to make sure in this country, on this land, that we have justice. That is the purpose of this entity. That's the purpose of this building. It's the purpose of this administration. The lawyers in here, the counselors in here, those counselors, those program coordinators in this building, these police officers are simply here to make sure that in our country, this country, we have justice. That means in this country, rogue corporations like Exxon and BP shouldn't be allowed to pollute the people in that country. That means that we truly have justice, and justice does not have a price.
Excuse me, man, that's my bike. That's my bike.
process that injects over 500 chemicals into the ground, only half of which the way they recover. Goes down through the aquifers, injected at high speed into shale, leaks into the groundwater, poisons families' drinking water. Not every fracking well, only about 3% studies have shown. But when you have tens of thousands of fracking wells and more going...
I've gone to my supervisors, I've gone to my state reps, I voted on Tuesday, I took my daughter with me to show her how to do that. And I'm here today because I don't know what else to do.
Folks, on my farmland, that 88 acres of paradise I told you about, we have an empty farmhouse. The farmhouse that was built for generations. Nobody can live in that house. My son would kill to come home and raise his family in that house.
Elementary school with the well pad 500 feet behind it that I went to, my mom went to, my daughter should go to. But she can't.
But he has more sense than to expose his newborn son to these chemicals.
Because there's well pads 500 feet from it.
How is this right? How would you feel if you owned a home that sat vacant on your property because it's contaminated and nobody can live there? We wanted to put a face on this. We want you to see what it looks like when you rubber stamp these things. I have a pipeline 30 feet out my front door that has been exposed to a 4.0 earthquake, not even a regular earthquake, a frackquake. I am literally terrified. Not a day goes by that I don't think that thing is going to explode. Do you live with that kind of fear?
Shut it down! 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 Methane, arsenic, gas. We have it all in our water.
Get a job, go to church, find a mate, hope it works, save big, going fast, buy now, won't last. Who's the better dancer right now? Who's the better dance show? And which team gonna bring the trophy home? Eyes front, quiet down, listen up, listen now. These walls, you see, they keep you free. Got nothing nice to say, then don't say anything at all. Just smile and drive the kids out to the mall. And repeat after me, I'm free, I'm free, I'm free. Repeat after me, I'm free, I'm free, I'm free, I'm free, I'm free, I'm free, I'm free.
The love of my life.
Now we all know you need a home, no matter where. Get along, say that, threefold.
Without her incredible love and support, I would not be standing.
Always can refinance if there comes a rainy day.
So many people think about Pittsburgh and they think about people like Andrew Carnegie, or they think of Henry Frick. But what they forget are the shoulders of the giants we stand on. David Lawrence, who created the first Clean Air Act in this country. Our goal is to be able to create a city where sustainability is one of the foundations by which we grow.
Oil change.
Don't tell me about the jobs that you're gonna bring. This town needs sustainable work, not raping and pillaging. Well, this year it's a beautiful place. I don't dare say well.
wishes to thank all of you for your patience and understanding in this trying moment as this train has exploded. Please do not panic. Informational packets are being distributed with helpful advice to get you through this catastrophe. Please read them thoroughly. We understand and we agree this is an extremely regrettable and dire situation that clearly could not have been expected nor predicted. We assure you, as the disaster team responds, we'll be doing everything possible as long as it does not interfere with corporate profits or the movement of oil to deal with this unfortunate situation. We know you all agree by the fact that you continue to live by these aging rail lines that your lives are expendable. In spite of the disaster unfolding before us, as your government officials who truly care about you and the environment, we'd like to thank you for giving your consent for us to move thousands of train cars filled with toxic and very obviously explosive back-end oil through Pittsburgh every day of your lives. We assure you this is necessary if we are to defeat the looming threat of non-toxic renewable energy such as solar and wind.
We've occupied a space outside of the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission because families around the country are losing their homes and their farms because of the oil and gas projects that FERC provides permits for. And so we need to do something to bring attention to the fact that people are being displaced by those and harmed by those projects.
Occupied by eminent domain!
Good. I'm Sally. How you doing? Good. All right. How you doing? Hey, what's up? Are you in charge here? Well, no, in charge. It's that's much more power than I have. It's a group effort. Okay. But I'm, and these are we people talk to the police here. Okay. So. All right. The only problem is that it's private property. Yeah, we know, but I'm not sure where this is the FERC building, or is it a federal agency? This building, from what I know, this building. That's a federal agency.
That's a federal agency right there.
That's a federal agency right there. Private property. No, federal agency is not private. That's public. Property. Federal property. So we're not sure actually where the property line is, whether this is private or this part, obviously. You know, I'm not sure about the park right next to FERC. Okay. Well, but we, our plan is to stay till Friday morning. Okay.
You know, I mean, we're calling our official, and then we're gonna call.
Let us know what the deal is.
We're gonna call federal officers here, and they can advise you which is bound.
That's great. Let them know it's a short-term Let management, if it's private property, let them know it's a short-term protest.
And it's geared at FERC, not them.
Geared at FERC, not at them. And we don't plan to leave off this area or any of this part. This is all. We're not going to touch it all. That little area. 3 days will go on Friday. So if they want to make a big hubbub about it, they can make a big have arrests and stuff at their plaza, or they can just let us do it for 3 days. Well, it's not a big deal. Well, all right, now that I know that it's federal property, we don't know if it's federal or not. You tell me this is their property. Then tell them what the deal is. Though.
Yeah, because if we can
tell them the situation.
Yeah. If we can talk to them even.
Like, we'll get. We just told our dispatch to get them to respond.
I can't believe people. But I'm aware that there's a lot of other people in the world who have a much harder situation than this one. I'm thinking of Maggie selling her farm and stuff, but it was noisy. I definitely woke up a bunch just to kind of like look around and check out my surroundings. But yeah, I mean, we slept in a group. We all wore these whistles in case we needed to alert everyone in the middle of the night of something. So I felt pretty safe, and I mean, a lot of people are seeing us. Someone just walked by and commented that they saw us coming in on the train, which is really cool. And I think we're getting some good visibility. And we also happen to be soft blockading this morning, this side of the entrance. So I'm really happy. I'm glad we did it.
Hi, my name's Harriet Sugarman, and I'm the Executive Director of Climate Mama. I work with parents all around the country, trying to help them tell their stories as we educate them about the dangers and the reality of climate change and extreme energy, and how and why it all is about our children's lives today and tomorrow, and why we all need to take action and care about what we're doing. So I'm here in front of FERC with some amazing people who have been here for weeks, for a long time, to try to point a finger at an agency that actually is helping to expand fossil fuel infrastructure.
I'm Heidi Cochran from Nelson County, Virginia, fighting the 42-inch Atlantic Coast Pipeline Dominion wants to put into Virginia, starting in West Virginia, through Virginia, down into North Carolina with a spur off to the Hampton Roads area. It's been fighting it for a while. Between the compressor stations and the impact on my property, is proposed as an alternate route now to be within 100 feet of my house.
This is our air. This is our street. This is our building. We own FERC. But FERC has been stolen by the natural gas industry and other fossil fuel companies. We are here to say that that is criminal, it's corrupt, and it is so dangerous, life on this planet is threatened. We will not take that lying down.
Okay, excuse me. This is your last arrest.
Thank you.
This is your last warning, and you will now be placed under arrest.
We will prevail.
Okay, arrest teams.
Thank you for all your hard work and support.
When our communities are under attack, what do we do? Occupy!
Now folks on the left and the folks on the right and the 12 ones in between, jot this down, I mean it. I think we can agree that change is what we need, and the change starts when we get each other down.
Get back! Bracket back! Bracket back!
You get it now that I'm proud of you more. I'm not asking for some kind of handout. I'm asking, do you get it now?
Yep. Start.
Here's what we've just been told. We've just... get this in front of the microphone.
We've just been told that the people at the top of NPR have told the police to get us out right now. We've been given one warning. We've been told that if we don't leave right now, we are subject to arrest. That's our situation. That's our situation.
NPR taking money from the public, and you have every right to
to be here.
Do you get it now that I'm at your front door? Do you get it now that I brought a few more? I'm not asking for some kind of handout. I'm asking, do you get it now?
And I am here from West Roxbury, Massachusetts, where Spectra is proposing a 750 pounds per square inch high-pressure gas line, a metering station right across the street for an actively blasting quarry. Okay, it's just ridiculous. So to come here this morning and to walk into this building and to have all of you here with us, you know, saying stop Spectra now, first of all, is like, oh my God, the only way we're going to stop this is if we totally disrupt the system.
A few very exciting actions coming up, but we're trying to figure out how to get to the next location. There is a metro stop that is right next to the next location. That I think some people can take the metro. If you're feeling a little bit tired, you want to take a quick break, and then maybe the rest of us can march on over there. All right. The walk is probably about maybe a mile or so.
Indict, convict, throw the frackers in jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell.
We're going to the American Natural Gas Alliance. There are going to be two groups. There are going to be two groups. One group that stays downstairs in the lobby. Another group that goes upstairs to the actual offices on the 8th floor. That group we're gonna all go in together. It's gonna be a big distraction. That group is gonna split off and go take the elevators up to the 8th floor together. And we're gonna flood their offices for a few minutes before coming back down to join the rest of the group.
Don't tell me that it's alright. I know the truth inside, but don't tell me about oversight. I know the truth you hide. Well, this year it's a beautiful place. This year is my only home.
I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter saying, shut down these guys right now. I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter saying, shut gas industry down. We are the situation. FERC has the situation. We are the situation.
Stand up. Fight back.
There's a community in Butler County called the Woodlands. They've been without water for 4 years. They wanted to be here, but they can't. They're in a legal fight. They're not allowed to talk. They stood up and fought back. Stand up. Fight back.
I thought the coordination was better today. I thought that when we needed to move the banner around, we moved the banner around. We just followed the lead. We were like little soldiers marching around. We did well. Yeah.
Soft block at the door while you don't have anybody there.
But they literally took all the barricades. They
soft block in front of that door.
They took all the barricades down. They took everything away. We're gonna do the soft block at the door.
Percupitious definition makes that FERC go crazy. We always camp outside of FERC. We do it on the daily. From the F to the E to the RCING, there ain't no occupation who do FERC like we. We're Percupitious. It's hot. We're Percupitious. They want to shut down what we got.
We're Percupitious.
Tasty. I haven't thought whether we need to change the tasty part or not.
My name's Tracy Eno. I am a resident of Calvert County, Maryland. I live in a town called Lusby in a neighborhood called Cove Point. Right behind us is the Dominion Cove Point liquid natural gas facility.
They have a very small footprint. It wasn't planned to be this type of a facility initially, and so they're having to fit a power plant, a liquefaction train, and then all of these huge, like they have like a 30,000 gallon tank of anhydrous ammonia. They have huge tanks of propane, I think 425,000 gallons of propane. They're going to have the tanks of liquefied fracked gas, and then there are other tanks of chemicals.
Some of the short-term health effects are respiratory, neurological, nausea, vomiting, nosebleed, gastrointestinal, skin rashes, sleep disturbance, anxiety, vision, muscle, joint pain, behavioral, mood, and energy.
Us in Connie Knesset Woodlands have been impacted. So, please talk to anyone who will listen to you. We need help. We need to open the water bank back up. We were serving 50 families, of which 3-4 people, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people in those families are now going without fresh water.
I want a future too.
I searched for reasons why this industrial activity would be safe near my children. Overwhelmingly, what I found was the scientific research indicating that there are serious health and safety risks of having this industry near people and especially children.
My daughters go to Mars School District, and I'm here to protect my children from the dangers of drilling and fracking.
I believe in people's constitutional rights. From day one, when I heard that this drilling could take place so close to your home, and I sell real estate, I know how people buy homes, what kind of environments they're looking for. I just knew that this was not something I or my clients or my friends or my family would ever want.
Well, we live in Adams Township, so we're part of the Mars Area School District, and we've been fighting for a year to prevent this well from going in by the school. I'm here not just for my own children, I'm here for my future grandchildren someday, but I'm here for every resident in this township that uses the school district. We've talked a lot about this. The kids are old enough to understand that this is a risk coming their way. They didn't sign a lease, so it's not fair that they're being subjected to this against their will.
I have a child that'll be entering first grade. I'm just here because I'm a concerned parent.
Hi, my name is Kimberly Howe. I live in Shiprock, New Mexico. I am originally from Pinon, Arizona. And what I do is farming. I actually do fracking awareness. And one of the things that I am concerned about is the very region that is being fracked is where our creation story was developed, and there's a lot of landmarks and sacred sites around there. Like, we have a mountain called Beshjith in my language. It's where our Navajo warrior twin left his knife, and they call it, Knife Mountain. And all of these stories from when we emerged, they connect back to Chaco Canyon. And Chaco Canyon, they have a proposed fracking development plan in that area, and I believe it's a 10-mile radius, and that's just, it can't happen because it's a World Heritage Site. It's ancient. With the medicine people in our area, our whole Navajo Nation, and the natural healers, it's a big slap in the face to them because we use the elements for healing. We use the fire, we pray to it, and we put our cedar in it. It carries up the smoke to our holy people.
I'm from Eastern Agency, and I just wanted to cover on environmental racism and how sick it is that Saddle Butte is aiming towards my people. Not only that, the emergence place of Navajo people. How dare they come up and threaten our groundwater, the only source of water that we have on my land. How dare they come and try to contaminate that? And not only that, but propose a pipeline. You have our land, you have our kids, you have our women. What more do they want?
My name's John Fenton, and we're from a small town in central Wyoming called Pavilion. For years, we asked the state of Wyoming to come and look at water contamination concerns that we had, to no avail. We came to the Environmental Protection Agency here at Region 8 and asked them to do their jobs to protect the environment.
Ray Kemble, Dimock, Pennsylvania, EPA Regional 3. EPA came in and started doing water testing in Dimock. Same thing they did with John. And Steve Lipsky out of Texas. They turned around and did the testing. They came back and gave me the report.
And they came to us and they started an investigation and they began to prove the concerns that we had were real.
Hand delivered it. It was a spreadsheet that my 5-year-old grandson could make on a computer. I turned around and said, where's the testing? We're going to come back and explain it to you.
And then, as with many other things, as we've heard with all of our other brothers and sisters from around the country, their heart and their spirit wasn't in it. The oil and gas bosses came through the door, told them to stop and go away, and they threw us into the jaws of the beast, back to the state, who said that they couldn't do the investigation and were unwilling to protect us. We now have an investigation being led by the state of Wyoming that is funded by the oil and gas company that contaminated our water.
This ancient site is also equally important as the sites in the Pyramid of Giza, in Egypt, and the Stonehenge, and also the pyramids in Mexico.
So you start connecting all these dots and the agenda that they have for this country, for the global agenda that they have. And indigenous people are at the front lines of a lot of these fights. You look at the reserves, the reservations, what that word means. It's the last reserves left. So we're attacked all across Turtle Island, all across South America. They're coming for our land, for our people, for our ways of life, our medicines. We've got to stand up and fight this fight in the right way, in a spiritual battle. We can't. That's how we got to fight this fight. We got to unite together as one.
Halliburton that poisoned the Gulf of Mexico, which will never be restored within our lifetime. So can we all say, Halliburton, shame on you? Halliburton, shame on you? Stop fracking now! Stop fracking now!
Stop fracking now! Reasons why Farmington is there. That whole city is based upon Navajo people, Navajo blood, the works and efforts, the men that are working these rigs. How dare they do this to my people again?
Water is life! Water is life! Water is life!
They want our land. They need our land to support their agenda. But their agenda is not working for nobody and never have and will never support the people. This is the day we stand in solidarity together in the movements across the world because the water is under attack. Our way of life is under attack as indigenous people.
Tell me what democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Saddle Butte is a Colorado-based company that's responsible for proposing a 134-mile Pinon pipeline that stretches across Navajo Nation, state, federal, tribal land, and would quadruple oil production in the greater Chaco region. We're here asking not only that no more pipelines be built, but that there be no more reason for any more pipelines. We leave our oil in the ground, leave the gas in the ground.
Thank you, Saddle Butte. You have earned it. All right, our next Hall of Shame inductee, we would like to welcome up the EPA.
the EPA, and particularly Administrator Gina McCarthy, who's joined us here today, is getting inducted into the Hall of Shame for refusing to protect communities in Pavilion, Wyoming, Dimmick, Pennsylvania, and Parker County, Texas, and other communities all around the country.
Stop fracking! Do we want it? Now! Stop the fracking tax and abuse! Stop the fracking tax! Stop the fracking tax! Stop the fracking tax! Stop the fracking tax! Stop!
We bring tidings of danger and doom. Major disruption. Nobody's getting arrested.
We did a little bit too much moving around of it the last 2 days.
Could you do me a favor?
Do we have extra black tape? I'm fixing your left hand here, so just give me a second.
Okay. It looks super good.
What is the meaning of this?
Are there two folks who don't have anything in their hands who would be willing to help hold a banner? Oh, we have them. Oh, fabulous. Fabulous. So the banner is going to be the front of the march, and if we can all line up and get started.
Allegiance with all the other criminals. This is a haunting. This is your future. We bring you a lump of coal as your gift this season. Possibly the worst. Each of the others we have haunted today bought positions within the Allegheny County Health Department through financial contributions to you. Industries that participate in poisoning our air and water have all contributed to your campaigns and have, in return, received positions on the very committee that is charged with regulating those companies. This crime is in addition to your disregard for community health in general, and your direct support of practices that poison the air and the water in our parks and land. Your crimes are those of corruption, disregard for the public good, and facilitating company profit for your own political gain. Your future is certainly the darkest and the most despairing. And although you sit in a position to change all this, to change your and our future, we hold very little hope that you will. We see in your future an ever-growing crowd of people demanding justice. Demanding that the wrongs you have put in place be made right. Demanding the right to live in a world where corporate corruption and greed don't affect the political institutions that should exist to protect us. If you choose to continue down the path of corporate greed and pollution, your choice will ensure your own demise.
In the last several months, studies have been done from highly respected institutions that have linked proximity of fracking to all sorts of medical conditions. A study in June out of the University of Pittsburgh using data from Butler County stated that proximity to fracking led often to low birth weights. An October study out of Johns Hopkins linked fracking proximity and premature births and problem pregnancies. A University of Pennsylvania study released in July linked proximity to fracked wells and increased cardiovascular admissions. A Public Herald expose recently uncovered thousands of water complaints related to DEP's own paperwork and a completely inadequate response from that agency. Here in Butler County, you are today facing a significant shortfall, and I'm sure you're looking for ways to use the impact fees. I'm here to tell you that we have significant impacts right here in Butler County, and they're not bricks and mortar. They're not whatever the heck you guys are using for. I have some suggestions.
3 minutes.
I'm going to continue.
Your time is up, sir.
That's too bad.
Your time is up.
The people need to be heard.
Sheriff, would you please
The children at Summit Elementary are mere hundreds of feet from the Kozik Brothers well. Purchase high-quality air filters for these people.
We're done.
The children and staff at the Mars School District also are in harm's way, and they too need high-quality air filters. The people in the Woodlands have been without water for 5 years. They too need to be made whole. Laurel. Well, is this what you guys all were looking forward to? A little rock in the rain.
Yeah, can you... I got this.
Our land's abundant, that is for sure. We want no poisons that have no cure. Pennsylvania's home for you and me.
Don't tell me that it's alright. I know the truth inside. But don't tell me about oversight. I know the truth you hide. Well, this year it's a beautiful place. This year is my only home. No time to make mistakes. No time to get it wrong. I don't want your poison. I don't want your money and crew. I don't want your future. I want a future too. Oh. that you're gonna bring. This town needs sustainable work, not raping and pillaging.